Well, this is spectacular. I'm literally boxed in all the way around. This is a death trap. Why isn't it working? I set the thing. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking was gonna happen. It's not like I have lights on the thing or marked it with a GPS, so I am 100% flying blind. The question that I have is, am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Hello and welcome back to another episode of No Suit Survival. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 13. Alright, so let's look at what we're going to do today. We started working towards the process of maybe one day accomplishing the goal of creating this ice mine. Got distracted in a few different ways. Mostly by building the turtle, but I'm super pumped with the way that it turned out, so not really going to complain about it. So I think today that's going to be the big goal. We're just going to try to do everything that we can today to set up the ice mine and actually start working towards some hydrogen. That being said, there was some advice given to me in the comment section that I think would be extremely helpful that I want to implement immediately because I have a tendency to crash the turtle a lot because I just sometimes forget my startup procedures. So what I'm gonna do right now, hold on, let me turn on the batteries, turn on the thrusters, unlock it, fly. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually gonna put on some timer blocks, and the recommendation is that I put on 2 timer blocks. One is a startup sequence where it will do everything for me. It'll take my batteries off charge, turn on my thrusters, turn on my gyros, and then unlock the connector. And then I'll have a shutdown sequence which does the reverse. And that way it will just be nice and smooth. And I even think I might set it up so that I do the auto docking as well. Because that would be kind of nice too, right? Like just press a button and then it'll auto dock. Methinks that would be a good idea. Oh, I think to do that I would need a second timer block because I would need a delay, right? Okay, well why don't we start with the thing that we know that we need because I am bad at this game. And then let's work on the thing that would be really cool and helpful. So let's set this thing down and then let's grab some timer blocks. Okay, well here, let me run through it before I put on the connector. If I press 3, this should be the shutdown sequence. It should connect the connector, then it should turn off the thrusters, then it should put the batteries to recharge. So let's try that. Looks like it worked. Okay, now if I press 2, the startup command, it should turn on the batteries, turn on the thrusters, and then disconnect to the connector. I see why that wouldn't work, because all of the batteries are on recharge. Okay, let me try something else. Alright, so it looks like our first trial worked. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it over to this docking pad over here because it won't fall off if I do it wrong. And then I wonder, because if I have it docked, will I get power from the base to be able to do the startup sequence? So let's try our shutdown sequence. Okay, and then we get out, and yep, all the batteries are on recharge. Awesome. All right, and then the timer blocks are still on. Now if I press 2. Hey, it does work. All right, let's try it again. Ready? Take it down to where it docks and press 3, turns off the thrusters and sets all the batteries to recharge. Awesome. And then press 2 and we're good to go again. Oh man, this is very nice. Yeah, don't know why I didn't think about doing that before. Now let's put this back over here and let's press 3. Recharge connected, all off. Awesome. Alright, another thing that I've been thinking about is since I have this alternative docking station over here, you know what I should also do? Is set it up so this docking station, if I do mess it up, which hopefully now I won't. But if I do mess up somehow, or something happens, or something gets damaged, or whatever else like that, that it doesn't fall every time I mess up. Like, why did I not put something for it to, like, hold on to? Fool. I've decided I'm also going to, I need to go back to the timer, because I need to set it up so it also turns on and off the lights. Okay. So now it will also turn off the lights when we go to do that. Alright, I'm gonna put the turtle here for a second while I work on this. Awesome. I really like that. I don't know how I feel about this so much, but I do like this path. So I did have, I had a walkway here, but I must have gotten deleted when I was doing trash removal for some reason. So let me rebuild that. Ooh. I have trapped myself. So we all know I can't jump. And I don't have steel plates, really? Well, this is spectacular. I'm literally boxed in all the way around. This is a death trap. Oh, well, those are on. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna make it around. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna die and this will go on the death counter. Ugh. What a foolish mistake. And we're back. So I was also given some additional advice in the comment section as well, that I should change out all of the light armor plates for interior plates on the welding ship, because the difference in mass is pretty substantial. So I'm actually going to do that. I think that was a really good call. So I'll work on that for a second. Okay, so that took a little while longer than I was expecting, but we've changed out all the light armor blocks for now interior plates, which significantly reduces the weight, and that was a really good call. In the process, I accidentally, as you saw, I accidentally got these thrusters and disconnected them, so that was a mistake, but we obviously fixed that. Throw on some more graded catwalks here. I think our welding platform is pretty much good to go. Okay, last thing I think I'm gonna do to the welding platform before we start looking to take it out and start building the ice mine is I want to put a different cockpit on it, because these industrial cockpits have a port on the top of them. I can put the industrial cockpit down and I can put a vent on top of it so I can be pressurized and regaining health. All right, awesome. You know what? I actually decided, I think one other thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a survival kit on the welding platform, just so that way I can recharge and spawn there if necessary, because we're going to be taking it away from our main base. Sweet. Alright, I just need to set up the hotbar for this thing. So I think what I need to do is I think that there's like a script, or I think there's something that will tell me the components that I need to build one of these towers, because I don't want to like have to go out there and be like, oh crap, I forgot the large steel tubes, and then I have to like come all the way back over here, grab the large steel tubes, and then, you know, go back out there. I want to see if there's a thing that I can like figure out exactly what components I need to weld this from the bottom to the top. And also I know Auto LCD has the ability to do like stuff with like showing weight, and I want to set that up so that way I know how much weight this thing can hold. Like I want a progress bar on my HUD in the cockpit that'll be like, hey you idiot, you put too much stuff in the cargo, like you're not going to be able to fly. So that way I can do that before I disconnect and fall, and then I can't reconnect, and it just becomes a whole deal. So I'm gonna look up both of those things really fast. That took a second, but it was nighttime anyway, so seems like a good use of time. Okay, so I found two things. One, I was right. Auto LCD does have a mass and ship mass argument that you can pass into it. So I need to put a programmable block on the welding platform. Actually, I may need to put two programmable blocks. So the first script is going to be Auto LCD. We already knew about that one. The second script is actually, I'm going to try out this thing. Good old Reddit comes through again. And the script that I found is literally called Blueprint to Assembler. And it looks like you can actually take from this script, you can figure out what components you need, and then you can even have an LCD that tells you, like with a progress bar, if you have the components that you need to be able to do stuff. And I think that's pretty cool. So we're gonna do that. Alright, so this is gonna be Auto LCD. That's gonna be the other one. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do to make this work is actually got to get the weight of the ship without anything in it. When the ship is empty, it's 135,000 and some change kilograms. According to this, with the 3 times gravity that I have, my maximum carrying capacity for this ship is 234 and some change. So subtracting those two together gets my cargo limit of about 100,000 grams. But I'm going to keep it at around 95, so that way we make sure that we're not crossing over any threshold. Okay, for some reason I can't get it to not display in tons, but the argument should work the same. I've tagged every container, all of the welders and connectors and things like that on the welding platform with this WP for welding platform, and this will show the mass of all of the components that are inside of these blocks. And I set the maximum mass to that 95. What that means is now if I go into the base, I turn this off so it stops pulling stuff, and then if I go to like components and I throw this stuff, we know that in this welder we now have 6,768 kilograms. So if we exit out of here, yeah, we did it. That is how much we have. Well, rounded, because again, I can't get it to display normal kilograms. Okay, so now we need to work on the second thing, which is setting up the display, so we know if we have all of the blocks necessary, or the components necessary, to weld up a tower. So let me go read that and figure that out. Okay, so to make this work, I actually need to put a projector up here as well. Projector setup, add prefix key to projector name. Oh, I forgot I have special blocks in there. LCD. To enable LCDs, set to LCD true below. It's already set to true, so add prefix key to LCD name to configure it for one projector. Why isn't it working? I set the thing. Blueprint to assemble. This value controls the flow of scroll. Do not change. Here you can enter the name of the project that you want to see the components. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Whoa, this is sick. Okay, so this will be interesting. I know that there's probably another way that I could automate this, but just for the sake of getting it done, I'm going to write it down in my little notebook that I have right here. And I'll make some adjustments because I know that there are some custom blocks that I have that it's not going to know. But then basically I'll write down on the page right here the number of stuff that I need. We can load it all into the welding platform, given that it doesn't weigh too much, and we can head on over and print us a new thing. Heck yeah. It's all coming together. So I'm going to start putting this stuff to production, and then we'll see how much of it we can actually put into this welder. Okay, well that takes like a year and a half to produce. Let's head over to the ice with the turtle, and let's start working on kind of setting the foundation, so that way when we get everything all done, all we have to do is project it and build it. So let me grab the stuff for a projector. Let's head on over. So I think I'm gonna come over here. Alright, so here's the thought process. Let's, here, we kind of want the tower to be a little bit more out of the way. That like that. Honestly, we could just build it on top of this battery. Oh, I forgot. For some reason, this cockpit really is not a big fan of building. So that is a bummer, but a bummer that I'm willing to deal with. Okay, so let's just set this up. Yeah. So yeah, the issue is that because I designed it to have this like spiral staircase inside of it, there are certain areas where I'd actually have to come back down to weld it. So I think that the solution to that problem would actually be to put just some like red whatever things, so that way I know that they're gonna be disconnected. Stuff like that and that. Then yeah, because then it will start there. That's already buildable. That's already buildable. There we go. And there we go. So now hopefully I can just bring the welder down here, and it should be able to get all this stuff. If I need to like work on the very base layer some more, I don't have an issue with that. I'm gonna turn off the projector for a quick second just so I can like see, because it doesn't look flat, but it should be flat. Yep, it is flat. Okay, yeah, so I am gonna have to come in here and do like the bottom conveyor tubes, but that's not a big deal. Okay, so yeah, let's head on home. Coming in for a landing. And 3. Oh man, that was such a good idea. Not by me, by the person, or actually multiple people who gave me the idea to do that. That I appreciate. Okay, so everything should be done. Okay, let's see if we can actually put all of this stuff in our inventory. My hunch right now would be there's no way, but I've been wrong before. Got hundreds on everything. Amazing. Okay, so let's go inventory. Turn off our inventory sorter so it doesn't just pull it out. All right, so first things first, we need 3,200 steel plates. So yeah, there ain't no way in the world that we're gonna be able to carry all this stuff. We're just with the steel plates, we are already over 50%. Okay, we need about 1,700 construction components. Okay, we need 200 girders. We need 1,000 small steel tubes. Okay, all right. That is the majority. We need 300 motors, so motors do weigh a lot. We also need 1,000 interior plates. 98. Ooh. Okay, so computers and metal grids. We don't need those until we basically get to the top. So here's what I'm gonna do. We need, well, can I take, no, there's no way. Metal grids weigh so much. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to bring the computers, the radio component, and the metal grids in the turtle, and I'll just set the turtle to like its dampeners to relative, and I'll have it follow us over there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, because we're at 98% right now of our target cargo capacity. Alright, so let's bring over metal grids, one radio component, and then like 70 computers. And I'll have extra steel plates just in case, because that's always a good idea. Okay, so let's start up procedure. I'm gonna bring him out of the way. Okay, I think the dust is clearing. Let's go try this out. Hopefully my math is correct. Otherwise, I spent a great deal of time for no reason. Okay, let's try this out. Off charge, turn on the thrusters, and let us unlock. Oh yeah, that is what 98% of your possible lifting feels like. Alright, so it says with what we're carrying, we only have about 30 minutes, which should be plenty. Okay, I'm gonna put the spectator cam in the correct position for our approach, and then I'm going to set the turtle to follow us. Okay, well apparently it started raining, but honestly I'm not too upset about that because well, first off, in Helgen rain is a good thing, and it actually means that I can walk around outside with high O2. Or, well, it's supposed to. I guess because I'm on this ship, it's not doing that, but you're supposed to. Anyway, not a big deal. All right, dampeners are relative. Okay, let's head on over there. It's pretty cool. Man, you just tap and this ship just hurtles towards the ground. All right, can we stop in time? Looks like we can. Ooh, no. Oh yeah, that felt good. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the turtle really fast and turn on the projector, and then we're gonna weld ourselves a tower, and hopefully it's just gonna be one and done. Okay, I'm just going to rest the turtle over here out of the way a little bit, just in case anything goes catastrophically wrong. Oh, I'm so pumped. I'm like so excited. I hope that this works. That was so totally awesome. I mean, it's like 85% of the way there in one go. I don't know where the programmable block, like projector to assembler thing let me down, but like overall, like you can't be upset about those kind of results. All right, so let's turn those off. All right, let's go hop in the turtle. Actually, you know what? Let's heal. Thought Helgen rain was supposed to make it so I could breathe outside. What's going on? Yeah, there we go. All right, so don't know why it didn't work with the wind turbines. Fix that right now. Hey. So somebody commented last time that the reason that the box is around my cockpit is because my welder is too close, and I think that you are probably right. Because when I Control G and Control G again, it goes away. But I realized when I press 1, it brings it back because that's my welder. That makes sense. I am a fool. Oh man, this is sick. This is so awesome. Okay, and I should have the components in my inventory to finish whatever was not put. Nope, apparently not. All right, let's go down here and let's grab all of the leftover components that we had in our thing. All right, what about So I can get this little thing online down here. Ah, come on. What am I missing? I have the radio component in my inventory. I know that it's at least missing that. Why? I don't know why it's behaving this way. Alright, let's head back to the main base. I don't want to leave this place without a decoy operational, so I wanna at least set that up as quickly as possible. So I'll go back, make sure that we have the components, come back here with the turtle, and we'll finish off this tower. But I mean, overall, I am pretty psyched about how well that went. Obviously, could have been a little bit better, but not much. I'm gonna take a break for a quick second. When I come back, I will finish up the tower. So good. I'm also gonna, well, here, I'll do this right now, that way I don't forget. Okay, I need to put another spacer, which I'm pretty sure 4 spacers is actually like the size of one of the actual large spacer blocks, but no, we won't talk about that. And like that. There we go. I'm gonna go eat some dinner, and then I will come back and we will finish the project. Okay, and we're back. All right, so let's put the stuff to production, because I should have probably done that before I left, but that's okay. Let's get rid of this stuff. To production, we need a decoy. Okay. I mean, actually, I'm producing it, but I think that we actually had some already in the base, because we didn't take everything with us when we went to go weld up the tower. All right, let's see if we can do it with what we got now. And start up. Okay. So I did move the welder forward, but I'm still getting the box around my cockpit. I don't know why. Whatevs. All right, let's go over to the other base. At night, in a storm. It's a rainstorm, so it's like the good kind of storm, but still. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking was gonna happen. It's not like I have lights on the thing or marked it with a GPS, so I am 100% flying blind. I just find the ice and then follow it. Oh, is that it? Or is that just ice? Nope. That looks like something. Yep. That projector glows. Woohoo! Wow, I am so impressed with myself. Holy cow. Okay. Luckily, if I brought enough stuff, let's start with this main decoy, because that's kind of the most important part. But luckily, if I brought enough stuff, I will actually have our blinking lights on it. What are we missing for the decoy? I am so very confused. Alright, hold on. Come down here. Okay, clearly we're out of construction components because I can't even weld up the light. That's pretty lame. Okay, well, luckily we do have a light now. So, you know what? I need to put a GPS marker and not be an idiot. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. I have a bunch more components, or construction components, so at least we'll be able to get the lights, but I genuinely... Hold on. Actually, before I go, why don't I just double check? Okay, you know what? Let's just do this. Okay. And then I will have it on my person, so in the off chance that I don't have it in my inventory of my ship, I do have it in my personal inventory, so whatever way you slice it, we're coming home and this thing is going to be done. Ooh, but I am on a clock, because my welder ship is almost out of battery. Okie dokie. Well, apparently still didn't bring enough to weld up the turrets, but that is okay, as long as the decoy is alive. Alright, I'm going to go around the tower and I'm going to weld up the lights, so that way we can see it. Where are they? There we go. There we go. Huh. Alright. Good stuff. Okay. We have a tower over by the ice. So, now I will head back to the base. Ooh, yeah. Head back to the base quickly so I can charge up. And then when it's daytime, we can come out here and we can start figuring out how we want to extract some ice. And there we go. Sweet. Okay, so while that charges up, what can I do while it's nighttime that will be really convenient for me later on? Well, let's go look at the to-do list and let's see. So, okay, so we could work on the more bots, but I feel like that might take the rest of the time. Also, because I kind of want, it's more than just like, oh, slap another thruster on there. It's like, okay, with the addition of another thruster, does that mean we want to add different thrusters in each direction? Also, I've gotten some feedback on maybe some different ideas on how we could like enhance them. So I want to, it's going to be like some trial and error with that. Building the large garage, that's going to be a big project. You know what I should do is I should build, because so eventually I'm going to want to build the more bots, right? I'm going to want to build drones to bring the ice back and forth. So it makes sense for us to build, oh no way. Hold on, I'll finish my thought and then I'll tell you what my new thought is. So it would make sense for us to build a 3D printer so that way we can print all of our drones and different things like that. And it also gave me an idea for something else that we could do. Basically what I want to do is I want to print a second turtle, but I want to put drills on it so that way I can go and get uranium and things like that, because I want to start being able to use reactors rather than just batteries, because it's better for power generation, right? And we do have uranium over there. Okay, the second thought that I just had is I don't know if you guys remember in the episode when I was building in the garage, but I kept hopping onto my vehicle and I started losing health because for some reason your grid like traps whatever the atmosphere is around it, and you kind of have to like do like a reload or a copy and paste to get rid of that glitch. But because it was raining, which on Helgen means that you have high O2 outside, because it was raining when we logged back on, my grid has maintained the high O2 outside. So I'm sure if I go out and I get on the ground, oh, what? Oh, well, I'm sure I'm gonna lose O2 eventually, but I assumed that was the case. That was like why it's behaving this way, because I've never been able to run around outside like this, unless it was raining. Well, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Okay, so 3D printer, that's what I was planning on working on. Where would be, decisions. You know what, for now, just because we have this pipe right here, for now, I'm gonna put it, what? This triangle is low, but this is high. Yeah, I think because this already exists over here, I might just build the printer off of that. So, yep. Alright, let's grab some welders. I think first, let's grab some grinders. So like that, here's the deal. Under normal circumstances, you would space them out more, but because I have, I can only go to this point right here. This is how I'm going to maximize, and then I don't want to have two next to each other and then missing one and then go in there, so I am going to do every single one. But it is more for design choice and less to do with actual efficiency, because I know that you can space them out. let's see if we can make this work. Let's get ourselves another turtle. Dang, that was pretty cool. So I didn't get everything because I ran out of components, but pretty cool all around. So what I should really do is I should really get one of those programmable blocks. The scripts that I have that like shows if you have all the components, because then if I have that, then I know like, oh, yes, I do have all the components for this build, and then I can just weld it up. Yeah, that's the move. Let's get the rest of this stuff. Oh no. Okay, let's, how about we, ooh, this is not, ooh, I am just doing all sorts of bad things right now. Okay, how about we, okay. Alright, that was a whole ordeal. Let's turn this to charge. We made a turtle number 2. And so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to switch out these these extender things right here for something like this. Basically, I'm gonna put one of these there, and then I'm gonna hook up a drill, so that way I can go down into that mine, and I can get some uranium. But I'm gonna let this guy charge up for a minute. Let's take the OG turtle, and we'll put him back on the docking station. Alright, that took quite a while, and for that storm to leave too, but I'm pretty happy with this little printer situation that we got going. I had a little bit of trouble with that rotor, where it was just freaking out for a little bit, but yeah, and I put this screen here. I'll probably, I don't like how it kind of stretches it out. It makes it a little bit harder to read, so I may opt out of this. And by may, I mean I am gonna opt out of that. Yeah, let's do something different. But I really like this script that I found. This like blueprint to assembler script, just because I like the fact that it will tell you if you have the components for what you're trying to build. That's like really cool. All right, cool. So now, whenever I load up something that I want to print on this little projector thing right here. We have a sandstorm coming in. Whenever I load up whatever I want to print on this projector here, I can also see if I have the components in my inventory, which I clearly do not have the motors that would be necessary or the power cells. And then I can make sure to put those things to production prior to doing the print. That way I don't have to do what I just did, which is make up for the lost time on that other thing. So awesome. Alright, well now I have 2 of these things. Okay, let's bring this one over here. Here, let me relabel these groups. I'm just gonna do TM for short. Okay, so it looks like I have all the stuff appropriately labeled. Okay, I think that this is a good time for me to paint these things. I feel like I should have these next to each other while I'm painting them. Okay, so I think what I'm first gonna do is I'm gonna pick like a base color. Do I like that as a base color? Well, I think first off, let's... here's the thing. with this one. While I do like the uniformity of the fact that they both have their tools facing forwards, this is just not gonna be that great. Well, you know what? I don't know that for sure. Let's try it because it is a nice and clear day. So let's give it a go. Let's see if this will be viable. Because my immediate thought process is probably not, but who knows? We're gonna have to clear out some of this garbage. Okay, so there's uranium right there. So I just need to kind of go down this way. Yeah, I think for this to be like a proper mining vehicle, I'm gonna need to utilize all that thrust that I have facing downwards rather than like the very little that I have facing forward. So for our mining turtle, it's gonna need a little bit of a rework, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Why don't we do the rework right now? I was gonna work on the ice mine, but I spent a pretty solid amount of time like trying to get the tower set up over there, and I'm sure after that storm. Oh, speaking of storm, I just saw lightning. We're getting hit by another one. Yeah, so there's no way I could possibly go out right now and go fix up that tower and build the mine. So I think we'll work on that project next time. I think what we'll do for the rest of this time is we're gonna switch this secondary turtle over to become a mining vehicle. Okay, I think I'm gonna try this out for now. We'll see how it works. I'm sure I'll figure out how I want to position armor later, but while this thing still has battery, let's take it out for a spin. So, yeah, we need, yeah, okay. This is why we take things out for spins. Because it clearly needs spotlights facing downwards. Alright, we're about to have turtleception, where I'm going to use this turtle to weld that turtle. It's a turtle with a turtle. If just the question that I have is, am I not turtly enough for the turtle club? Turtle. Okay. Alright, let's try this out. You know what else this thing should probably have? This thing should probably also have an ore detector. Because it don't make a whole lot of sense for something that is built to mine to not have an ore detector on it. Hey, we got some uranium. Alrighty then. We got some uranium. Head on back to the base because I'm almost out of battery anyway. But I think that we can chalk this new design up to a success. Because if it can make its way down into this crazy thing, then I think that it is won itself a spot in our arsenal. Okay, I think I'm gonna perch this guy over at the other one. There we go. Then let me go get the other turtle and set that guy on his perch and shut down. There we go. Cool. Alright, so normally at this point in the episode I would go back to the to-do list and I would talk about all the things that we got done. But seeing as how I still know what's on the to-do list, it's the ice mine, it's the garage, and it's the more bots. And we have done, well, we've worked towards the ice mine, but we haven't finished it because just carting stuff back and forth over there is going to be such a process. The only reason that we welded that tower so quickly was because I went through a great deal of pain to make sure that I had all of the components that I need. I don't know what all I'm gonna need to build this next thing, and so I'm just gonna have to fly back and forth and back and forth and back and forth so many times with all these components. So this is me whining to give you the excuses so that way I don't have to do it right now. Because I know that it's something that I need to do. It's just taking me a minute to get there. But we built this new landing pad for the turtle, and I think it's super cool. We also set up the shutdown and dock and start up and undock, which is just so awesome. It's really gonna save me a lot of pain and suffering in the future. We built a second turtle that we're using for mining. We got a little bit of uranium, which is awesome. We switched out all of the light armor blocks. We found some new scripts to use. We built a new welding wall so that way we can 3D print stuff. And yeah, I mean, ultimately, did we get the ice mine done today? No, but you know what? I'm not too sad about it because I feel like we still accomplished a lot. Plus, it was storming a bunch, so you know what? Take the wins where we can get them. So, thank you so much for tuning in to No Suit Survival, and we'll catch you next time.